Okay, I'm going to be reading from The Adult, which is a novel I wrote, and the scene is a stag night. It's a stag night in Manchester. In a hollow hour, we gathered in Julian Straw's suite at the Hilton, where he unpacked the contents of his suitcase onto the bed. He held up two identical fancy dress costumes, plastic packs containing star-spangled fabric, red-starred tiaras, thick bracelets and red and gold bustiers. He began lining up chairs in the corner by the minibar. Two girls were let in. Someone tried to make a docked iPod louder, hitting the plus button many times to no real effect. The girls removed their overcoats and draped them on an armchair. Both had thick, curled, dyed hair. They sat on the bed, close to each other, not nervous, but not at ease. They observed the drunk stags that were strewn around the suite, all lost in thought, slow conversation, or in Julian's case, in the task of arranging chairs. A stag approached the girls holding a beer can level with his heart. He rolled his eyes quite secretly, trying, it seemed to me, to apologise in advance, to absolve himself of guilt. He asked them what they normally did. "Nothing," said the girl with blonde hair. "This," said the girl with black. The girls then spoke about their respective rotas, leaving the stag to stand alone, sipping from his can, nodding, and then walking backwards in small steps to take a seat with the others. It was as though time had never passed. Drunk, the stags looked teenage, flushed and smiley. Julian agreed to pay extra if the girls wore the costumes. It was during the negotiation, as one girl read the back of the packet, that we learnt they were Wonder Woman costumes. This news amused both girls, but they still insisted on additional money. The blonde girl received a stack of notes from Julian, which she counted by the window before sending a text. The other opened one of the packets. "I quite like these," she said, holding aloft a pair of star-spangled hot pants. Both girls had large implants. Harry grabbed me by the wrist, dragged me into the bathroom, and locked the door. Uncherished boys like Julian became focused, cold-blooded adults who nicknamed their penises, were religious about banter, energised by ease, at peace with the Premiership, and psychologically reliant on work and the internet. In my Grand Theft Auto years, I watched porn, and I remember the lists that accompanied the clips, the lists of the sex acts the clip contained. There was a formula to them, an orthodoxy. In his 1941 essay on popular music, Theodor Adorno argues that, for market purposes, all pop songs are inherently similar. He calls this standardization. In Microsoft Word 2001, Manet is considered a spelling mistake, but Monet isn't. In an interview for the Sunday Times, Katie Price's second husband, Celebrity Big Brother winner Alex Reid, gives the percentage of his life that he would like to keep private. It is 10%. We have to be somewhere, Walter told me, years ago. It's an immense pity. These days, I take my phone to the toilet with me. It's a small slice of nowhere that takes the edge off here. Harry and I listened from the bathroom as the remaining stags vacated the suite. We heard Julian ask the girls what services they offered. His tone was intimate. Their answer was a string of deadpanned acronyms. Wonder Woman first appears in 1941, the year On Popular Music is published. Adorno is worried that under capitalism, culture will become something that requires no effort, something that is simply relaxing. I found porn addictive. I try to imagine it without the sex. I try to imagine the editors editing it. I try to imagine the participants wailing, having recently been born. And I'll stop there, I think. My name is Joe, and I'm here to talk about, well, I'm not really here to talk about it. I'm here to hold and refer to this book, The Adult, which is a novel I've written. Obviously, I encourage you to buy it. If not, spend your money wisely. In terms of influences, I like Updike, Saul Bellow, I like John Banville, I like J.M. Coetzee. A book that lingers in my head is The Sheltering Sky by Paul Bowles. If you haven't read The Sheltering Sky by Paul Bowles, go to a shop or whatever and buy that book immediately. It's absolutely amazing.